Oh, how are you guys doing? So here we are today having something a little bit different than usual because it's not Prila that's doing an unboxing, it's me, Caio, yay! So I have this little toy that I just got for myself. I previously had a previous version of this one and I really enjoy to get devices from Logitech. In my opinion, they are great in like how polished they are and how they work. Like they usually get you like some long years of usage, so I really enjoy them. And this one is the G915X. It was just released. It is a wireless mechanical keyboard, and not only that, it is a low profile one. So here we go. The version that I got, the only difference that you can actually choose is that you can change the switches. So for this one, I'm using the red linear, which is one that doesn't make as much sound as the other ones, especially because we're expecting babies, so I don't want to be that noisy when I'm working or doing anything in the computer. So first things first, opening the box. It is simple as any of all the boxes that you can find nowadays, which is like basically this one box or the other. So here it is, the lid. And as you can see, it says that it's using light speed. For those that don't know what this is, it's basically a new technology that Logitech uses to have low lag or low latency when you are pressing the inputs. It's great for gaming. You have the Lima switches, which I just told you guys about. It is RGB, and you have some configuration of the keys, of like how you use them. And over here is what you see. So you put this up. And this is the actual keyboard. Came on this little paper, said it's using light speed 221 and light sync, whatever. And over here on the rest of the box we have some small cable for charging, because like I said, this is a wireless keyboard. And one great advantage from this version that is comparable to the older 915 models is that this one is USB-C. So another thing that it does have is a dongle. So this keyboard not only works on wireless, but it also works on Bluetooth. So you can do, for example, you could have the Bluetooth in one computer and the wireless connected to another one, and then you can pretty much just press a key and then change from one another. Or if you are traveling or your device doesn't support wireless, you can use Bluetooth. Other than that, let's see what we have. Just manual stuff. Let's go to the next part. Let me try to open this before ripping the paper off. This is it. This is the keyboard. It's super thin, as you guys can see, and it is a low profile keyboard. So if you don't use the little feet that it has, it will be as low profile as it can get. It does come with like space to hold the dongle down, so you can pretty much just place it there. And it has adjustable feet, so you can have two kinds of setups. For myself, I probably just use this taller one, and this is how it gets. So super comfortable, and as you can see, it's not noisy at all. Let's talk about the keys. One thing that people usually enjoy when using this kind of keyboards is to have control of pretty much everything on your computer, and this keyboard doesn't lack on any of that at all. So we have some media control over here. You can press here or here to like go to the next or the previous song that you're listening to. You can mute the sound, you can stop and play again, and over here you can control the volume. This is the thing that I wanted the most, like the numpad. Some keyboards nowadays, they don't have it for some reason. They are selling like 60% keyboards, or what they are calling the 10 key less, so they don't have these 10 keys, like the numbers and whatever. And over here, as you can see, you have the normal keyboard, and it's not turned on, so you can't really see the keys, what they are, because they are translucent. And over here on the top, we have the macro keys. We have 4 macro keys here and another 5 macro keys here, which you can configure to do whatever you want. Like, for example, if you are recording videos using OBS, you can use them to change from scene to scene and do any kind of setup that you want. And over this part of the keyboard, you can control the brightness. You can change it to gaming mode, which will deactivate some keys like the Windows key, the function key, and whatever. you can press this one to have the Bluetooth setting, and this one to use light speed. I enjoy having Logitech stuff, and this was my previous keyboard, is Logitech G910. It's an amazing keyboard, I love it, but it is old. Like I have it for at least 5 years, I think, maybe more. And it started to wear down, like some keys are not working as they should, and it's not like because they're dirty or whatever. I have cleaned it up multiple times, even like this year, so that's not the issue. It's just wear and tear really. And I play games and I work on the computer pretty much more than 8 hours a day, so that's it. And from this, you can already see like the difference of like both keyboards. So if I take the little thing down, like have a look at this. So you can definitely see that it is a low profile keyboard. Like it's basically half the size of this one. Keys are also like quite different. The keycaps on these ones are super small. They have been changed from the 915 version. These ones are a little bit taller and more robust, while these ones are the normal mechanical keyboards that you can find on a keyboard. Like the keypads are like this, huge in comparison. Another thing that you can see that's quite different from, for example, the 910 is that this is brushed aluminum. It gets like this polished and nice finish, while this older version, the 910, is basically just plastic, and as you can see, it's already falling off. So I needed a new keyboard, you know? So I didn't buy this just because I wanted to, I really needed it. And it is something that I'll be using pretty much every day, all day long, so it's worth it. Of course, it's all fun and games to see the keyboard like this, but it's way better to see it actually connected, so let's have a look at it. Okay, so one thing that already got me knowing that I have to adapt myself is that the keys are completely different. Like the feel. The previous one that I had, they are so tall, and I think they have more space in between each other, so it's a bit different, and the keyboard is definitely smaller than the 910. So it's definitely something that I have to get used to. As we can see, it's already like shiny like this. And remember that I saw something like you have to hold this down, and then yeah, to press. If you hold down the brightness button and then you press the keys, you can change the effects. So you don't really need to have the Logitech app installed on your computer. You can do everything with the actual keyboard if you want to. And you can also increase the speed over here. So it's way faster like this, or slower. And of course you can turn it off or decrease the brightness if you need. Definitely not as loud as the other one, and I will show you guys the sound of the other one so you guys can see for yourselves and listen to it and see if you can tell the difference. This one is definitely quieter. If you're using the keyboard completely wireless, the battery will last you from 36 hours up until like thousands of hours if you are controlling the brightness and the effects like in a reasonable way. So if you are like using full RGB and full effects on, it will probably last you something like 36 hours. If you are using something like this, which is super cool, they call it the ripple effect, this one can last you something like 128 hours of usage, and that's all. It's like 128 hours of constant usage, so it will probably last you like weeks of use. Another thing that I noticed is that the dongle that comes with it, this little thing here, you can use it with the cable that already comes with it, or you can just use the dongle on the computer. But the idea behind it is that this guy is the one that allows you to use the light speed. If you don't want to use the light speed, you can pretty much just disconnect this and use the Bluetooth. And to make the changes, just press it, and you wait for like a few seconds, and your keyboard's already working. on Bluetooth, just like that. And if you want to go back to Lightning, you can just come here, press it again, and now it's working already. And if for some reason you don't want either, you can just connect the USB and use it like that, like I showed previously. If you do install the G-Hub, as you can see here on the screen, you'll be able to control stuff on your keyboard and also see the battery level and if you're using light speed or whatever. And when you are actually configuring it, you do have to take into consideration that depending on how you're using the keyboard, you might have some of the configurations being locked out for you. So for example, if I change it to Bluetooth, I will not have all of these effects that I have right here. And as light speed, I can change to use some of the things, like for example, use Starlight or Screen Sampler, wherever. And I believe these are also working through USB, but they don't work through Bluetooth. So you have that. Other than that, you can also like create your own kind of animations, and you can also like go crazy with it. Like you can do a freestyle and just change the colors any way that you want. For example, if I wanted to have the W with like a different color, I believe that I can pretty much just do it like that, and there you go. The W is not red. And of course, you have the quick grips here. You can change the whole WASD to be a different color, or the F keys or whatever. You can just go like that, and you can also customize your keys to whatever you want. Another thing that's awesome that I just found out about this keyboard is that it has this preset called Screen Sampler. So what it does is that it gets what you have on your screen, and then it reflects that on the keyboard. So for example, right now I have Twitch over here, and it looks like this. If we change it to another channel Twitch, you see the color already changed and got orange from the thing over there. If I change it to another guy, blue because of the screen. I change to another one, green because of the screen, which is awesome. Another crazy setup that you can have on this keyboard is to use the audio visualizer. So you can change the color to whatever you want, and you can also have like a different background color for some reason. And then when you play a song, you can see the effects. Like this. This is pretty much it. This is the keyboard, and soon, maybe like 2 weeks from now, something like that, I can record you guys another video to say how I am feeling and if I really like the keyboard or not. So we'll see.